Hello. Today I'm going to be talking about the the video and give my analysis and summary on it and my takeaways. Um, the video was about gender issues, discrimination. I thought it was very interesting because I personally don't feel like I don't face discrimination at least as often as other people. So I learned a lot from the video because being a white individual in Northwest Ohio, a male, people could say that, and I'm also saying that I don't necessarily face discrimination very often. So it was interesting seeing other viewpoints on the situation. Um, but she started out by saying she was a feminist, which it kind of threw me off a little bit because I don't necessarily affiliate with people like that, but then again, it opened my eyes, and then she said why she was and how she became one. So that was interesting to me, how she got to where she was. In 1920, the woman got the right to vote, which was almost 100 years ago. And then 50 years ago, the Civil Rights Act came into place. So these are two big things that do help promote our discrimination, or to help stop discrimination. And then she goes on to talk about the study that these students did, which I thought was pretty interesting. They walked into a convenience store applying for a job. And they had hats on, but they didn't know what hat they had on when they were walking in. This was down in Texas. One hat said Texan and proud, while the other hat said gay and proud. So they went in, they applied for the job, but they were each treated differently. They were treated the same with the formal discrimination, because that would be illegal if they faced formal discrimination, which is where you're pretty much someone just come out and just tells you they don't agree with what you are or who you affiliate with, and that's just being straightforward with you. That's formal discrimination. That didn't happen in this case. They were told the jobs were available. They tracked the calls back, and they could use the restroom. So the store did everything legal in that area. But the students, they faced plenty of interpersonal discrimination, which is their interactions were much shorter. The person with the gay and proud hat, they had less eye contact. The people weren't very friendly. They just didn't feel very welcomed and accepted in the store. And she said that they walked in with a voice recorder in their pocket, and you didn't even have to be standing in there to see the visual, what was happening visually. You could tell just by hearing the voices that they were treated unfairly and rude. So I thought that was really interesting, because I could see that definitely happen today throughout the whole world in the United States. Even with all the laws in place, people are still discriminated against because of their appearance and look and gender, and for instance, being gay. And then she also talks about another study when this girl named Whitney, she dressed up as a heavier set lady as a disguise, and she went in to apply for a job, and she wasn't she found a whole bunch of interpersonal discrimination she faced while she was applying for the job. She was perceived as more negative and rude. She was treated that way, and then she went in and applied as her regular self, skinny, and she was treated differently. Interactions were longer, and she felt like she more solidified her job. So those are two examples of how people are discriminated against in those two studies. And like I said, that was just really interesting to me, and it definitely does exist today in America and throughout the whole world. And this is what people face every day. A study found that individuals' performance was worse when both discriminations were present. formal and interpersonal. And we have an active role in society to hold up our end of the thing to change this and take it into a new direction. When you see injustices, stand up and condemn them. If you're part of an organization, promote a healthy, safe environment. Also, support legal action. Laws don't stop interpersonal discrimination, but they help prevent it. This helps to say that this isn't right, you know. And she ends by saying she would like for everyone in the audience to join her feminist cause and to take action. As a whole, I thought the video was very interesting, and it definitely opened my eyes up. I feel like this even happens around Defiance College and Defiance students in the community, because I have friends on the football team that sometimes, and when they're in their community, is also when they're around me in the community, they feel as if they're not treated equally as I am, as being white and they're black. And I can understand that, because we are in Northwest Ohio, which is mainly of a white community. So I could see exactly what they're saying and how their interactions with certain individuals are shorter, and it doesn't seem like the people are they just don't know how to feel around them, or per se, you know, it's not they're not treated equally. So I understand exactly where they're coming from, and this video actually touches home a little bit with that situation. And, you know, like I said, personally, I think that to make this ship go in the right direction, we just need to raise awareness and to take action ourselves, because it starts with ourselves acting right before everyone else does. I thought that she was a great speaker. She seemed very intelligent. She kept her poise, and she just did a great job as presenting what she had to say. She gave a couple diagrams and pictures, and I just liked her performance. I thought it was a great video. Thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.